I'm Chef Mark with LearnToCook.com. In this session, we'll be cooking French fried potatoes. I like to use Burbank russets, grown in Idaho. The number one russet potatoes. We have number twos. I like to use number ones because they're not bruised. Different sizes can be bought depending on the size of French fry you want. You also need to peel them. What I do is peel them with a paring knife, since it's easier than trying to flick each piece off with that small veg peeler. I just, go around the potato with a sharp paring knife. I rotate it. Matter of fact, it peels faster than you do it with a vegetable or potato peeler. So you see, so very quick. So you peel them, try to keep them round. You can even deep fry the peelings if you like to, which we do many times. And they're the potato skins, right? That'll be another class, potato skins. So we peel the potato, and then we'll need to cut them into the traditional French fry cut. So make sure the potato is kind of stable. Find a flat surface so you can cut the thicknesses you desire for a French fried potato. So usually it's 3/8 of an inch by 2 to 3 inches. Just depends on, I guess, where you go for French fries. Now, the important part is, since those are wet, you'll need to dry them on a paper towel or towel like that. And then put a towel on top, because if you put them into the hot oil, you might have a problem. It'll splatter and burn you. If you use vegetable oil, corn oil is nice to use as it gives it a darker color. You can use a canola corn oil blend. I have the canola corn oil blend. It's at 275 degrees. Now that they're dry, I'm going to go over and check my oil. All right, you can see now our oil is 275 degrees, but as we add potatoes to that, it's going to decrease. It's at about 315 now, which is fine. Now, if you want to slice them extremely thin, you'd have to use a very thin slicer or shredder to cook them at 375 degrees. That'd be shoestring potatoes. But since most of us like traditional French fry, they'd be cooked in a two-stage process. First at 275 to cook them. It needs to be done the day before, the day of, and then drained and brought to room temperature or just drained, and then put into a 375 degree fat. So I have two here, but at home, you'll probably have one pot that you want to fry in. You need a candy thermometer, right, to see the temperature. That's important too. So if it's 280, we're doing fine. I had a little higher so that I know as I put in the cold potato, it'll bring down the temperature. So 275 is the minimum temperature. This will cook the potato. Because if you just put the potato into 375 degree oil, the center will be raw and the outside might be overdone. This is the traditional process in making French fried potatoes. As you know, when you buy French fries in the freezer section of the supermarket, you put them in the oven, you brown them. They've been oil blanched. So that's what we're doing. We're oil blanching these potatoes. So it'll take a few minutes to cook. I want them to cook almost all the way through. Okay, now you can see that they're tender and they're ready. Let's put a knife to pierce it. Soft, see? Cooked all the way through. How do you know that? They fall off your knife. I'm going to take those out. And put them in a pan so they can drain. Use paper towels or a dish towel if you like. All right, now that we have our dried, oil blanched French fries, you can actually make these a day ahead of time, refrigerate them, take them out, room temperature, and then put them in your hot oil. So we're at about 400. But when I add some of the potatoes, it'll drop the temperature down. So the thing is to loosen them, keep them loose or separate. Don't overfill your oil. Keep the handle far away from you. Heavy bottom pan. Don't have any pets or kids around. That'll be much safer that way. And they're going to brown up very nicely. The thermometer to stay where it's supposed to be. There it is. I've lowered the temperature now since it's vigorously deep frying. That's what deep frying is. They like to hide up around where the thermometer is for some reason. Then we'll stir. Oh, they're looking beautiful. Russets brown up very nice because of the high starch content in them. So at least 375. I'm at 410. That won't harm it because it's already cooked. What we're looking for is color, right? And for it to be fully cooked, which it is already being oil blanched. Now we want them to have a nice color. You can also keep the skin on, cut them in large wedges for steak fries, right? So the skin can be kept on. All right, now they're floating to the surface just like a donut. Good time to take them out. I like that color, golden brown. Let them drain on an absorbent towel. All right, let them drain for a few moments. Pat them dry. Nice and crispy. That's the way a French fry is supposed to be. Nice and crispy, not soggy. I'm going to put a little salt on them. Now you salt it. A little sea salt, a little garlic salt, a little black pepper. You put vinegar if you like, ketchup, or this smoked paprika. So there you have it, beautiful French fries. Enjoy. Well, thanks for joining us today at learntocook.com. Be sure to comment and to subscribe. Also visit us on Facebook and Twitter. Have a great day and thank you.